Band theory. Band theory explains about the difference in energy between the valence band and the conduction band, which is called band gap. So this is the space of the band gap between valence band and conduction band. A certain amount of energy must be possessed by a valence electron so that it can jump from the valence band to the conduction band, wherein the electron is free to move throughout the material, for example, solid material. If the band gap is really big, electrons will have a hard time jumping to the conduction band, which is the reason of materials' poor conductivity. There are a few terms that you need to understand in band theory. Band means an array of closely spaced molecular orbitals occupying a continuous range of energy. Band gap is the energy gap between a fully occupied valence band and an empty conduction band. So this is the band gap in between the conduction band and valence band. Conduction band, a band of unoccupied molecular orbitals lying higher in energy than the occupied valence band. So in the valence band here, lower energy, conduction band, higher energy. Valence band, a band closely spaced bonding molecular orbitals that is essentially fully occupied by electron, because it has in lower energy, so fully occupied by electrons. These are three types of band structures in metals, semiconductors, and insulators. This metal you can also call it as conductors. In metals or in conductors, there is no band gap between the valence band and conduction band. Here, no band gap at all since they overlap. This is the overlapping section. There is a continuous availability of electrons in these closely spaced orbitals in conductors or in metals. In semiconductors, there are small gap energy between, here it's a very small gap between the valence band and conduction band. Electrons can make the jump up to the conduction band from the valence band. Here it can jump to the conduction band, but not with the same ease as they do in conductors or in metals. Here it's easier because no gap at all. In semiconductor, small gap, still doable, but not as easy as in metals or conductors. But in insulator, if you look at the gap, it's a bit large. The band gap between valence band and the conduction band is so large, electrons cannot make any energy jump from the valence band to the conduction band. So no electric conduction here in the insulator. Band theory of solid. So electron jump from valence band to conduction band even at ordinary temperature. If this happens, then the solid conducts electricity. Usually solid or metals conductors, here no gap at all. So electron jump from valence to conduction band even at normal temperature. Conductivity depends on the gap between valence band and conduction band. So the larger the gap, the poorer the conductivity. Thank you.